coming right up. The Cavaliers. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
You love the gamesmanship. MP putting it out there. I mean, we've all heard the big statements in the past, and MP going after this is only natural, but it is hard to back up. And so far, he's done it. The question for the future, how nasty will it get as he continues to face teams and players who want nothing more than to shut MP down?
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Tyson in at the small forward position. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, if you have the killer instinct he showed there, it doesn't matter what the size disadvantage is.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. MP grabs the miss.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
I'd send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
And his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite three-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all five guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 5.
And got rid of it promptly. Mitchell wasting no time.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
It's good.
Pretty bucket. Garland knows he's going to take contact, but does not back down.
MP with it. Garland picks him up. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Mobley outside. Back to Garland. The 3. Rebound by the Celtics. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Wong, and it's sent back by Allen. Here's Mitchell. He has 5. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even. 8 points for him.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
Here's MP, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, MP knows these are high-value looks inside.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Suns.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Mitchell wide open, and Tatum pulls it down.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And here's MP for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 10.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
To the paint. Here's Mobley. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Tatum's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Celtics.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Allen. He has yet to score. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Garland, no good. Brown, right side. The three from MP. He's off on that one. And so it's MP making things happen for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
We've got Josh Hart. Derek White is out there with MP. Then it's Tatum, and it's Clowney in at center. That's the Boston Five. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Miami got the job done. He had 42 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. It was a complete game from him in every sense of the word. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Celtics leading by 8. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the miss by MP. Here's Tyson. Good on the triple. Tyson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And some changes here for the Celtics. Long's checked in. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Hart. Under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Murray, the pass to Garland. Here's Tyson beyond the arc. MP grabs the miss. And here's Tatum for 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point Celtic lead.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
For three, Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. Well, it was the Boston Celtics, their last game a loss to the Heat in Miami.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Celtics making a switch here. Ronnie's checked in. Jared Allen's checked in for Cleveland. And 1:01 left now here in the second. They need this. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Garland. Mitchell's got 11.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Here's MP. MP finishes inside.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
A three from Garland. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Here's MP. Takes the hit. MP still scores.
And MP is letting his play do the talking. He is on one.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Here's Tyson. He had 15 points last outing. Kicks it out to Mitchell for three. A basket good off the assist from Allen. Mitchell's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Cleveland. Releases from 15. That's short off the rim.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And so it's the Boston Celtics. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You gotta love what MP is doing. Looking like a true superstar. Reminds me of myself and Ernie.
And moving on to some... And that is it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Tyson in at the three. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Count it.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Back to Garland. Fires the three. And another miss by Cleveland.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
MP lays it up off the glass. MP's got 22 points.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Garland. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Mitchell kicks to Mobley. To end the run. The shot no good. Tyson.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
The three from MP. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 27.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Mobley dishes to Mitchell. Lobbed up there for Allen. Mitchell against MP. And the shot goes in. MP's got 29 in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. And so it's Cleveland with it. Following the miss by MP, Garland with the bucket.
And the release for Garland is getting quicker as he gets more comfortable.
The kick out to Brown. Tatum on the wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. And here's MP for three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Garland, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
MP outside. Three-pointer. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
MP shooting with rhythm. This is why defenders have to be in his airspace.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 14. Garland with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. And that's now 7 points for Darius Garland. Poke loose. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Brown. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Cans it from downtown. Mitchell's got 17 now.
And guys, we know Mitchell can fill it up in a hurry, which is what makes him so much fun to watch.
And the misconnection there. Fans guarding their beverages. That's a pass he'd like back for sure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Brownie's checked in, and it's Josh Hart in for Jason Tatum. And Cleveland also making a change. Murray's checked in. Now here's Brown, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Brown the pass to MP. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Pass to Mobley. Here's Tyson. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Tyson's got his second basket of the night. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 19. And we're coming right back. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Josh Hart out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's MP. Then it's White. And it's Clowney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Boston Five. Great, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Yep, it counts. MP's got 39.
It's one thing to take it to the paint, but MP able to complete the drive as well.
Here's Garland. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Garland, the pass to Murray. In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
And here's MP for 3. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 4 rebounds in this game. Murray dishes to Mobley. Pass to Brooks. Here's Bitadze. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Long's checked in. And it's Brown in for Josh Hart. Allen's checked in for Goga Bitadze. The 3 from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 44.
Hitting threes, so crucial. MP providing great spacing there.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Mitchell with it, covered by MP. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Mitchell missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
MP, no good. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Brown. Here's Mobley. And the rejection by MP. Quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And yes, it's good. MP's got 46 points.
Embracing the physicality, MP is unhindered by the aggressive D inside.
The wide open look here for Garland. The Cavaliers with another miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Wong. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Some changes for Boston. Brownie's checked in, and it's Josh Hart in for Brown. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
He throw good, Mobley. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
That one misses.
And what I love about MP, his work ethic. He's someone that wants to keep getting better and better.
Pass to Mitchell. Cleveland moving it around. Garland from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan. Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Here's Garland. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on White.
And he knows exactly what he's doing. Garland gets inside and puts the defender in a position where he has to foul.
Good on the second free throw. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.